So today is Friday. I'm really chasing the light in this house, I'm finding. It's kind of dark in places that I never noticed before. So if you can't see me properly, that is something I will have to rectify going forward. Not sure how, but I'll figure out a way. As I say, yeah, today is Friday. I'm already up and ready. I've been out to a local coffee shop, which I didn't even know was basically on my doorstep. So it's called You Don't Bring Me Flowers, and it's located in Hither Green. Absolutely amazing. It's very like old school rustic vibes, something that your nan curated in the 70s but has been left to mature and age with grace over time. Loads of old settees and flowers and sort of rusted iron tables and chairs that have this really kind of kitsch feel. Love it. Definitely go in there again, and I recommend you give it a visit as well. So today I'm heading into London. I have an electrolysis appointment, so I'm going to jump in the car and head down to the station and then get on the train into London Bridge. I'll probably take you with me and show you what this whole electrolysis thing is all about. Before we head out, I thought I'd show you my outfit. I'm wearing this cornflower blue, sky blue, baby blue, whatever kind of blue you want to call this, but I've been really loving it. So this is just a shirt from Mango, and I've once again paired it with this Forever 21 denim skirt that I have absolutely been living in, and I've just got my Mango slingbacks on. I really need to get another denim skirt, preferably black and one in beige, because I have been living in skirts this summer so far. Today is meant to be like 33 degrees, so it's going to be a bit of a scorcher. I'm not sure how I'll fare with this top on, but I love it, so I'm going to give it a go anyway. Okay, so seeing as it's like 9,000 degrees outside, I figured an outfit change was in order. I've literally just changed my top and I've put on another blue one, a lighter blue. So I've just arrived at London Bridge. I'm heading to my appointment, which is just the other side of London Bridge. But yeah, I'm gonna walk across there. It's such a lovely day. I can't believe that this is actually London or English weather, but apparently more to come. So this, my friends, is London Bridge, now marred by these ugly bollard things that you'll see just in a second behind me, no doubt, due to all the horrible acts of terrorism that have gone down in the recent past. But yeah, I mean, I love London, and this is actually part of my daily commute, and I find myself very lucky in these instances. But let me just spin you around so that you can actually get the full effect. So that behind, many confuse it with London Bridge because it's much prettier. Excuse the crisps, haven't actually eaten breakfast today. But yeah, I mean, London Bridge is all that long stretch behind me, and it is a gorgeous day. I've arrived at the Pulse Light Clinic. I'll explain to you all the ins and outs of the treatment afterwards. Exactly, especially on dark skin.
Exactly. People think dark skin, you know, isn't hardly anything you can do. There's this myth that you can't do anything on dark skin.
Nope, and I am very happy with this treatment so far anyway. I suspect I'll need more though.
Yeah, the face is hormone governed, so you'll never get 100% hair removal forever and ever, amen. That's never going to happen.
Yeah.
So you'll always have to maintain the result.
Okay, so I've just finished up. You can see all the equipment behind me. When I get home, I'll sit down and explain to you what exactly I've had done. But yeah, that was treatment number 5 of 6, and I have already seen a drastic reduction in the number of hairs that are coming back, to the point that I don't think I'll be back within 2 weeks. I'll probably leave it 3 or 4. And then after that, I'll probably have 1 or 2 appointments every now and again just to make sure that the hairs aren't coming back. But I love the results. I'm so impressed with Pulse Light Clinic, and I would come here for other treatments. It's the next day now. Yesterday evening was a bit manic towards the end after my appointment. So I literally just came home and sorted out dinner. With my boyfriend, we cooked together and had, what was it, prawns. I had halloumi skewers with red pepper. That was yummy, and we ate outside and watched the football, so that was great. But yeah, I mean, it's the next day now. I've clearly been for a hair appointment. Had a little bit cut off the ends. I think hairdressers' favourite words are split ends, but they've got to go, so they went. But yeah, I thought I'd sit down and explain to you a bit more about electrolysis and why I decided to have the treatment done. So I think for me, I think I've touched on this briefly in a previous video, but I suffer with hairs on my face basically. I've always had the very fine hairs, but I don't know, for some reason the last couple of years the odd hair would be a little bit thicker and a little bit longer than it should be. So as that's ramped up, I noticed that I was getting sort of ingrowns in this area, mainly my cheek and my chin areas where I have the issue mainly. And yeah, so the hair would be quite thick and visible, so I was just plucking them out, and then after a while I noticed they're coming more and more and more. And again, we're not talking more than say 5 or maximum 10 across like both sides at any one time. But I would consistently pluck them out. I just found myself having to do more and more, so I started looking into what treatments were available. I even went so far as to book 6 IPL laser sessions on Groupon, but it wasn't until I actually phoned to book the appointment that the girl was talking to me, and she's like, "Are you sure you really want to get this?" And I was like, "Okay, why?" And she's like, "Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, how dark are you?" So I was like, "Well, I'm a 10. I'd say, well, 9 at best." And she's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, because there's an issue with like the laser being able to differentiate between dark hair and dark skin." I was like, "Oh, this is news to me. Maybe I should have like looked into this a little bit more." So that kind of sent me on my research spiral. I began looking into laser hair removal and realized that so many people had actually suffered from hyperpigmentation and sort of scarring where they had the treatment done. And in essence, the way a laser works is it looks for the contrast, so it finds the hair by differentiating the darkness of that versus the darkness of your skin. So if your skin and your hair are fairly similar in color, and I mean the hairs on my face are not terribly visible, they're quite fine, so they sort of blend in with my skin tone. It would be very difficult for the laser machine to spot the hairs in order to effectively get rid of them without burning my skin. So for me, that was just too much risk, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to do this. So I started looking for other alternatives, and that's when I came across electrolysis. Once I found out about the actual procedure, I then immediately started to look around for places within London that I could have it done. I found the Pulse Light Clinic, which is in Cheapside, which is near sort of London Bridge, Bank, that kind of area in the city, and I don't work too far from there, so I sort of phoned up and I was like, "Can I come in for a consultation?" And I did. And then yeah, as soon as I had it explained to me, so the difference between laser is that, like I said, laser is more of a light treatment. It's they use a handheld machine that sort of sweeps across your face with some form of gel potentially on it. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. As I say, I haven't had laser done. So the electrolysis is different in that it is literally the treatment specialist will use a tiny laser, and we're talking not even like the size of a pinhead, and they identify the actual hair follicle. So the fact that I have like random thicker, longer hairs is perfect. So it finds that, she'll find one of those, stick the needle in, burn the follicle, and then pull the hair out, and then apparently the hair doesn't grow there anymore. So I have had 5 sessions now. So my last one was yesterday, and you'd have just seen sort of the clips from that. And I've got one more to go. and we were sort of doing a session every 2 weeks. And I think now, well, we both agreed that the hairs have been coming back so few that I think I can probably wait another 3 to 4 weeks. So I won't be going back again for another sort of 3 to 4 weeks. By then, maybe the last few will have come up, and I don't think that this will be the end of my sort of hair removal journey by any means. New hair follicles can grow, so as they do, I'll probably need to go back in and have sort of touch-up treatments, and that's something I'm quite prepared to do. As I've mentioned before, once you have the electrolysis treatment, it can lead to sort of spots. So each time she sticks the needle in, so it's very worthwhile keeping your face absolutely squeaky clean. Since yesterday, I think I've washed my face like 5 times, and I'm about to go and do so again. I've come back in, I've been out all day, so I'm gonna wash this makeup off my face and just let it breathe. I've been keeping up with my Alpha H serum, as well as using a lot of tea tree oil, which I find is just good for the healing of the skin. Again, it's antibacterial, so it keeps the germs away and stops it from sort of getting infected. And then that's where you get whiteheads and those little pustules or spots, shall we say. So I'm trying to avoid those. I think I'll leave this video here. If you like what you've heard today, then please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. As always, follow me on all my social channels. I'm on Life TRE Style on everything, so that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, obviously, and my blog is called lifetrestyle.com. So yeah, see you later, guys.